EEDC has come under very serious scrutiny regarding the developments relating to their services, especially in the southeast. I'll just read a portion of it, and then I'll play the latest protest that has happened at Ogidi in Anambra State. I understand there's also some protests that happened at the capital and Obaru about their services. I mean, it's been a continuous complaints, especially for those who are on estimated billing. You can imagine somebody receiving as much as 87,000 naira per month, or somebody receiving as a below, and it's crazy. So let me read from what I have here. Members of the Southeast Electricity Consumers Association, SECA, Obaru Chapter, Anambra State have cried out for the intervention of the National Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, over what they described as outrageous electricity bills issued to consumers in the district by the officials of Enugu Electricity Distribution Commission. Chairman of SECA Obaru Chapter, Comrade Obonneme Ohiagu, who raised the alarm during a press briefing in Onitsha and said customers in the district are being exploited and extorted beyond limits by the electricity service provider in the area against the NERC electricity capping regulations. Presenting evidence to back up these claims, Ohiago said some non-metered customers are billed as high as 270,000 naira per month, while those who summoned up courage to change the outrageous bills in the area have been subject of attack and threats of arrest and detention. He wondered why EEDC staff in the area operates in total disregard to NERC provisions and guidelines to the extent that customers are disconnected from supply without any prior notice, while bills are issued on estimate billing method without recourse to the customer's actual consumption rate. All right. Also speaking, the Assistant Secretary of SECA, Obinna Ilem, noted that while there is improved electricity supply in recent times for Band A customers, consumers in the area still bears the burden of repairs and maintenance of electricity facilities in the area. Another stakeholder, David Udensi, lamented that energy bills in Obaru district is now higher than house rent in the area and called for a roundtable discussion between the consumers in the area and the EEDC officials so as to iron out issues between both parties before the people become restive, which he said might lead to crisis if not urgently handled. Everybody has a story on electricity distribution in Nigeria. Everybody has a story, from Abuja to Lagos, Port Harcourt to Borno. Everybody has one story or another.
That they are tired of this, not to go too much. We are fucking tired. So what we came to do today is to tell them, na anywa bu Ogidi ayachori fegesa la anya na NEPA. We don't want issues with NEPA. It's either they put their house in order. The other day he was telling me about feeder. Anywa go feeder of about 10 million naira thereabouts. Can NEPA na man go? Obulo ana even na no go no feeder no go about for 50 years kind of using Obuda while we pay bills. So if they cannot put their house in order, if I do a kai watalo tate no lugia keno na yada kozokwa opure crime in olubay anywa no lubani. We can't be paying for, okay, we are paying you and you can have fuel
every blessed day.
Every day we buy fuel. At the end of the month, you come, that they should come and pay. Why you did not give them services? They have been paying. Okay, the other day now, imagine somebody bringing out 87,000 naira to pay. At the end of the day, in your car. The people are no longer happy, and that is why we are here to tell them that we are not happy with the state of things. President! So now, if I need to qualify today, but I need to issue. It's either they tell us something, I got no more of us from now. May they carry their lot, the ladder go out that house, may they live with you.
My name is Ogidi. Enough is enough. If you live in Ogidi, you will still feel the same. I see I am 100% behind my youth leader. Not even a point. Bikonu, Nepal, go and do your work. If there is any way we can assist as a community, we are ready to do that. Let us know. This extortion is enough. That's all I have to say for now.
Thank you so much, BG.
It's okay now. It's okay. We are talking to somebody, I believe.
Yes, of course.
Please, we don't have much time to waste here. Respond so that we go and clear the traffic, please.
No. Good morning, everybody. You're welcome. I'm a engineer. Who the chief technical officer at EEDC, Anambra State. And I'm going to about that. I'm supposed to be in Okada. Then what I'm information is so it's Nanga. And Ngato Nota, Otunziwe, Biatata, to express your dissatisfaction. First, we okay, first, the Alon Otunziwe peaceful and the Otunziwe peacefully. Peacefully and thank you for being peaceful so far. Me and I could see it's being pushed out. Upon Andrew Hammy, the man we got the about that. I just missed. I'm not talking about the opposite and we are a service provider. And it's important to get feedback from our customers so that we can keep improving. Our services are not yet at 100%, although we're tools we but we'll keep improving. People are landlord, and I'm a so I can't the assurance in we are going to based on now. And major areas. You can sit down at the table and look at it. VG, the youth leader, and others. Now, what could I take a chance first? I never knew I solved all the problem. One thing about Uncle Walon. Uncle very high gets here and I'm actually in the Uncle Bios, why was in the except all the with issue of life. Ogidi is very strategic to us in terms of our business. Ogidi is my biggest district in Anambra State. So I'm supposed to be giving them priority. Because my biggest district is cited here. So I let us see how we reconcile and solve the problem.
I have my own story. Before I got into the place that I am right now, it was it was an estimated billing that was in GRA in Enugu. Then we got meter, and then the meter got spoiled, and then in fact before the billing, before the meter came, EEDC can come this week and give you 25,000 naira, for instance. And then the following month, the same house that you give 25,000 naira and they paid it full, you come and give them 50,000 naira. The following month, and it keeps rising. And then you're wondering how the same house, the same properties, the same everything. So on what basis are you now giving them that continuous hype? And there is no explanation. There's no explanation. Where I am right now is just because the place is metered. you one meter to yourself, and meters were bought. All this one that they are singing, the meter is free, meter is free. Some people got it free, but trust me, it wasn't free. Oh. I paid, and I paid heavily too. So there's always a story. One person has a story about their experiences with EEDC's supply, which is very bad. There's no way more than 70% of people will be wrong. There's nobody you turn to that will not have one bad story or not. Yes, you could say for band A, some power has improved a bit, but is it enough? There's also another point of the increase. How can somebody pay 50,000 naira for 1 month for their power? And then you want them to earn 70,000 naira as minimum wage. Does that make any sense? And there is no, I asked this question when they visited our station for some interview in the past. I asked this guy, how do you know what district to put on band A, B, C, D, or E? How do you know what particular district, which particular place to say, okay, this place should be band A, band B? And the guy told me clearly, this guy told me that you can't determine that. Like, it's not your right to determine that. And I said, okay, what if me, that you have placed on band A, I don't want to be on band D? He said, it's not in your right to do that. And I'm like, you guys are jokers. So basically, you can, on your own, this zone now that I am, put them on band A, irrespective of their status, of the environment, or where they live or where they are. You just put everybody on one band and then go to sleep, because of course you know that they're going to pay anyway. If you don't pay, you're not going to release power to those areas. It's so crazy. That's on one hand. And on the second hand, there's also an allegation of people subverting the process, people stealing power. They don't have meters, estimated billings, yes, but the EEDC comes to cut off their lights, but they go and bypass. Some people even have meters but bypass the meter. Let's be realistic. Is it true or false? So even as we are complaining about the EEDC not providing power, also we have to also talk about those who steal power, because these people who are complaining, if they check themselves properly, you will know that at least there's no way that you can say up to 10 to 20% of them are not stealing power, are not bypassing meters. So when one or two persons, or maybe few persons pay, you will now say everybody pays. And then because of that, so if you want services, you have to pay for those services. So if EEDC is complaining that there's no money to maintain their services or provide you, that means you're not paying enough. Or maybe your community people are stealing power, and when they steal power, somebody has to pay for it. It's because when they push a certain megawatt to a particular transformer, they're expecting a certain amount to come from that. And if that amount is not forthcoming, you don't expect them to watch you, like that, to watch you sleep like that. And somebody has to pay for those services. So while we're calling them out, we also call out our members of the public who don't pay their bills, who bypass meters, who, send dogs to guard their houses and make sure that, those properties are not, assessed because they don't want to pay bills. That's my thinking. All right. Thank you, guys.